According to data released by the Census Bureau in the fourth quarter of the year 2011, the latest stats available, nearly 110 million people in the USA receive some kind of welfare other than Social Security or Medicare, which of course American workers pay for. 27% of the population got Medicaid benefits. Nearly 50 million Americans got food stamps. More than 13 million living in subsidized housing. Investors Business Daily says that more people were receiving welfare payments than were actually working full-time. Joining us now from Austin, Texas, Fox News analyst Karl Rove. So it looks to me like we have become a nanny state. Am I wrong?
Well, we're on the verge of it, but let's be careful. You mentioned there are 151 million people in the census study who get government payments. That's 49% of the American population. I think you're wise to take out the people who think that they paid for it. We have 51 million people on Social Security, 5 million people on unemployment.
Yeah, they don't
we
count.
all pay a payroll tax.
They don't count.
3 million veterans, 2 to 3 million, and this is just an estimate, 2 to 3 million people on Medicare. Remember, you get Medicare at age 65 automatically, or you have to accept it, but you don't have to take your Social Security benefit until 70. The full benefit. So there's some number of people, I'm estimating 2 to 3 million, 400,000 people who are on railroad retirement. Again, they paid into it. So really 28% of the American people are what I would call dependent on government. That is to say, they're getting food stamps, they're getting subsidized housing, they're getting Medicaid, they're getting
a lot of folks.
Transfer payment.
That's a lot of folks.
Yeah, that's a lot of folks. Now, the 21% of this, out of that 49, it breaks down. 28 are that they're dependent on government. I'd say 21% are paying in. Now remember, there's a problem with this. All of us who are paying into Social Security will draw out a benefit bigger than what we paid for. Everybody who's on Medicare will pay in and taxes, 2 taxes on Medicare. And again, we will put in like $100,000 over the course of our lifetime, and we'll get on average $330,000 of benefit out. So we got a problem coming and going.
Well, I don't know if we got the problem. I think the country has the problem because the mentality of the country has shifted from self-reliance to where's mine? Give me mine. I want mine.
Well, look, we've always had a group of people, and who've wanted to be dependent on government. It's bigger today than it has been
Ever, and they're recruiting people.
Maybe since the Great Depression, but you're right, they're recruiting people. In fact, here, these numbers down to here at the bottom. Can I talk about these for a minute?
Sure.
This is food stamps. We have had a 70% increase in the number of people on food stamps since 2009. 48 million people.
Think about because it's easy to get them. The computers work there.
Well, no, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. Only half of the increase can be explained by poverty, by the economic recession.
Right.
Over half of them have come about as a result of the government loosening the rules and regulations regarding eligibility.
Here's the last question. Is the Democratic Party doing this on purpose to build up a culture of dependence so those people will vote Democratic?
Well, I think that's the effect. I don't think it's the cause.
You don't think so? You don't think they're doing it on purpose?
They believe that government can deliver these services and can deliver these goods better than the private sector can. And look,
see, I disagree with you.
Talk about a bleeding heart. Well, look, and I get
it's a political calculation to make the country dependent on the federal government. I got to run, but I want to tell everybody, including you, Mr. Rove, that tomorrow in the Talking Points memo, I will have a stern warning for our country about the welfare.